Hey y'all, Sir Luhu here, and we are back again with Steins Gate. So, last episode, after accidentally murdering Kurisu and returning to, the rooftop on the current timeline, world line, we got a message from our future self, who told us his plan in great detail and explained to us that we needed to kill Kurisu in order for everything to actually work, to give us the conviction, to, allow us to go forward in time and, become the person that would come up with the plan and all that good stuff. Whole lot of complicated things. But, basically, future Oki's plan is that we are to return to the past. Yet again. We have to stop Nakabachi from taking the, metal Upa and everything to ensure that his paper, or Kurisu's paper, gets destroyed and all that, and none of the time travel crap that he kicks off goes down for World War III. And we also have to deceive ourselves that Kurisu is dead. And that because, as far as we're aware, Kurisu was just lying in a pool of red stuff. There's no current proof to us that she was in fact dead. For all we know, she's in America, kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's complicated, but we got prepped. We have a glow stick that shoots fake blood. And we're going to try and stage a crime scene, but I think we kind of need Kurisu's help for this. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Anyway, exit the time machine on the familiar roof. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I run through the plan in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suzuha to break the lock, then I run inside just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time, I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention to the capsule toy machine near the landing. It's time for step 1. Retrieve the metal Upa. Rainet Kakeru character doll series. This is it. On July 28th, the first me won a super rare metal Upa from this very machine. No time to waste, I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. The capsule falls into the slot. Just as I grab it...
Look, Rainet!
Ah, shit. My heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machines that she doesn't realize who I am. Ugh. That was close. Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. The metal Upa is inside. This is the prize that was meant for me. Which means the first me will get... The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for Phase 2. Turn around abruptly. Huh? Kurisu is standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect. Hey, you just came down from the... Huh? I'm going to save you. Leave everything to me. What? I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to me first. Talk to the first me, sorry. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabachi's presentation. She claimed I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. That is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Kurisu on the shoulder, then race back up the stairs. But wait! It will be something. I run to the 6th floor and then creep up towards the 7th floor, landing until I can just make out the capsule toy machines. As expected, there's the first me about to turn the lever in Mayuri's stead.
Ah, it's an Upa!
Is it rare?
It's not rare, but isn't it just so cute? Miyushi loves Upa.
Don't you just, Miyushi. I grinned to myself. It worked. The order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Upa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means... Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine press conference. The presentation is about to begin. The first me heads up to the 8th floor, but Miuri doesn't move. She takes out a pen and starts signing the UPA, just as planned. When Dr. Nakabachi defected to Resha on August 21st, he had Miuri's metal UPA with him. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of the Nakabachi paper. One question remains: how exactly did Miuri's UPA fall into Dr. Nakabachi's hands? I mean, we could stick around and find out. We got time. I watch as Miuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me. Just before she gets to the stairs, she puts the UPA into her coat pocket. But it doesn't go all the way in, and as she runs up the stairs, I see it fall out and roll away. Miuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. I look at the UPA lying on the floor. Does Nakabachi pick it up? How? He's in the middle of his presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. It's going to be Kurisu. That's when Kurisu comes up from downstairs. I quickly hide in the stairwell across the landing. Kurisu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen UPA and picks it up. So it was Kurisu who found the UPA. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on one of what must be thousands of planes flying that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Kurisu looks curiously at the UPA, and looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurisu doesn't know who Miuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Kurisu puts the UPA into her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Here's where it gets serious. I grip the Sialoom saber and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It lasts about 10 minutes, should get dim before Kurisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakabachi? If we can just get him to take the paper and fucking leave, maybe that will work. One mistake and Kurisu will die. What are you afraid of, Huo and Kyoma? Everything's gone according to plan. Or going according to plan. Operation Scold is flawless. You spent 15 years perfecting it, remember? Believe in yourself. Believe in Huo and Kyoma. Huo and Kyoma will save Kurisu. As he do. I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means that I should hear footsteps soon. There they are. Kurisu has come right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now I know the reason behind that smile. It's the UPA inside. She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Kurisu. I stifle a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way, despite the current situation. Once Nakabachi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. Helping out the Sialoom saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I'll scare him away and stun Kurisu. Really, bro? This is your plan? The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. That's a stupid-ass plan, just saying. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kurisu looks up. I can see Nakabachi, but I can't see Nakabachi, but I know it's him. I wanted to talk. Are you listening, Papa? Even the words she speaks are the same. What is that?
I heard you were given a presentation on time travel, so I thought about it too. Could it be possible to make a time machine?
The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakabachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. The first me is probably at fault for that, at least partially. Looks like it's about time for Nakabachi to go ballistic. I grip the silent saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the fake blood will... My breath catches in my throat. The darkness of my hiding spot. I bring the silent saber closer to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. Uh-oh. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? Come to think of it, we never tested the silent saber. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. This is bad. The plan is falling apart. I wasn't shunned! Nakabachi's shrill shriek startles me. Those incompetent bastards were just jealous of my superiority. I was the one who gave up on them.
Please, don't yell.
Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? Can't leave. Nakabachi's about to attack his daughter. If I make my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Kurisu again. No matter what, I can't let that happen. What do I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No, remember what Suzuha said? There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance. Break that shit on the floor, man!
We haven't seen each other in a while. There's a lot I want to talk about. You're living in Aomori now, right?
Leave.
Huh?
Go back to America. Never show your face to me again.
But...
You want my opinion? We'll submit it jointly. You don't mean any of that. I know how you think. My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. Feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing. Is this pity? How dare you? You're supposed to be my daughter.
I don't understand. Please come.
I am calm. Don't tell me what to do. Nakabachi is about to snap. Events are proceeding just like last time, barreling inexorably towards disaster. Pardon. Please, I find myself begging, make time stop. But another voice from within answers. Are you praying, Huo and Kyoma? Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why I called you here today. I want to show you my research. Research beyond even what you can imagine. I wanted to prove, once and for all, that you are nothing compared to me. Change the future. Deceive the world. But that brat in the lab coat ruined everything. I know you were laughing at me too. Don't you deny it. How dare you treat your own father this way?
I wasn't.
You want my opinion? Fine, I'll give it to you. I'm going to publish it myself. End of discussion. I won't court the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Kurisu myself. She won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone's.
You're stealing it?
What did you say?
You're stealing my work? I didn't think even you would do something like...
Nakabachi strikes Kurisu on the cheek. Who do you think you're talking to? It's starting. Nakabachi puts his hands around Kurisu's neck. Her cries of agony fill my ears. Sorry, one sec. Okay. The puddle of blood I saw beneath Kurisu's body. There's one more way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It's a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on the Steins world line. You can't possibly understand how I feel. Why did you have to be so talented? I detest you. I hate your very existence. Nobody's allowed to be better than me, understand? Pardon. Nobody, especially not my own daughter. That's why I abandoned you. I couldn't bear the shame of being your father. Give me one quick second. Alright, sorry about that. That's why I abandoned you. I couldn't bear the shame of being your father. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Matters not. I am Huowen Kiyoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future. Stop! Calmly, I step out from my hiding spot. Nakabachi looks at me in disbelief. His eyes are wide and bloodshot. You! You're the brat who ruined my presentation. Nakabachi lets go of Kurisu. Wow, that's a big shake. How dare you show your face before me? Why does everyone get in my way? I know. You and Kurisu planned this, didn't you? Didn't you? You brats won't get away with this. Nakabachi pulls the knife from his pocket. Its blade reflects cold light. Once I see that glint, I laugh disdainfully. Try it if you dare. You. Who are you? My name is Huowen Kiyoma. What? Huo for Phoenix, and then in, and finally, the terrible truth that must never be revealed. Huowen Kiyoma. I am the bringer of chaos, the destroyer of order, and I am the one who will end your ambition. Kurisu staggers to her feet with her hands to her neck.
Run away?
Never. I dismiss Kurisu's pleas and instead turn to Nakabachi with my arms spread wide. What's wrong, Dr. Nakabachi? Aren't you going to kill me, or have you lost your nerve? Of course, a mere mortal can never slay a god such as I. You little... Don't do it, Oki! Nakabachi goes into a frenzy. He charges at me with knife point first.
No, Papa, stop!
Nakabachi has completely lost his mind. I could see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body. You can't kill me, you're nothing! Die! The knife approaches. Its point glitters menacingly in the dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Oki, what have you done, you dumb bastard? Intense pain rips through my abdomen. I feel cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. The pain flares. It feels like my insides are being torn out. Nakabachi yanks out the knife. Blood gushes from the open wound. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Ah, shit, he really got you, man. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body's on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet. Now who's laughing? That's what you get for mocking me! Huh? I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakabachi's face. He instantly turns pale. Now you've done it. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. A wave of nausea surges over me. Gah! Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away. I keep my eyes fixed on Nakabachi. You'll regret this, old man. I'm going to kill you. Teh! You and the girl. I'll kill you both. Don't move. Kurisu runs up to me. She holds me and supports my body. Oh wait, was that him saying that? I was confused there for a minute. No, that was me. Okay, weird. Yep, crap this. Come on, there we go. It supports my bio.
Lie down. I'll call an ambulance.
What's she doing trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for a tsundere. Back when I was trying to save my Yuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time, I'm going to save you.
What?
Zip zap! Kurisu convulses. Strength leaves the leg she used to support me. She collapses. Hopefully in my pool of blood. I'm sorry. I send her my silent apology. I'll be sure to have my way with your daughter before I kill her. What the fuck, Oki? But first is you, Nakabachi. Oh, we're trying to get him to run. Nakabachi tosses his knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back. 2 steps back. Zip zap! Better get going. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabachi turns and flees down the hallway towards the elevators. But first, he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurisu dropped. How shrewd of him. Touch my wound. Ouchies! The lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body. Fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. You need to get out of sight, buddy. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. Press my hands into the blood. Still not enough. I reach for my stomach, wet and glistening with blood. Take a breath and then drive my fingers into the wound. The pain is like nothing I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. And scream. Ah! I scream until my throat is raw. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. Fuck, man! Stop! My blood paints the floor crimson. Okay, buddy. That's enough.
Uncle Elkarin!
Suzuha runs up to me.
That wound! What happened? What were you thinking? If you die, if we fail... Uncle?
You forget who you're dealing with, Suzuha. Look at the floor. Notice anything?
The floor?
That should be enough blood, don't you think? She looks down and beholds my masterpiece.
A pool of blood.
To deceive myself, to deceive the world. The stage is set.
But, Uncle, you'll die.
There's no way I'm going to die. Who do you think I am? I am the insane mad scientist, Huoen Kiyoma.
Uncle.
If convergence holds, then it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. I die in 2025. That's a fixed event on the Beta World line. That was my bet. I intentionally provoked Nakabachi into a rage. I took the knife meant for Kurisu and survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan. Though I have to admit, I didn't think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of that world line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die, but winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. I twist my lips into a smile. Time to put the finishing touch on my masterpiece. Suzuha, Kurisu.
Okay.
Suzuha picks up the unconscious Kurisu. Then she lays her face down on top of my blood puddle. Kurisu does not wake up. She's perfectly still. She's definitely breathing. I stroke her hair gently. Did it hurt? I'm sorry, but I had to do it. To save you. Even though those 3 weeks will never come back. I want you to live. Even if we reach Steins Gate. Even if Kurisu lives. Even if I don't die. We'll never meet again. Kurisu will never join the lab. We will never build the time leap machine together. But still, I'm glad I was able to save her. Buddy, I think she'd be kind of interested in learning about you after all this shit. Just saying. Goodbye. Please, stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. While Suzuha goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb to my feet. Mission complete! Turn to base. This shit better work, man. This is crazy, Uncle. You're insane. Insane? Nonsense. This is all according to plan. Don't talk. I'll take you back to August 21st. Try to endure the G's, okay? Damn, I should have brought a first aid kit. I feel pressure crush my body. My wound throbs. I feel like groaning, but I bite my lip and bear it. Rainbow lights fill my vision. The time machine is activating. Suzuha wraps my wound with a towel. Hey, Uncle. I'm sure Steins Gate is waiting for us on the other side. A world where nothing is known, where anything is possible. A world where you live, where Mikise Karisu lives, where Shina Miuri lives. A world where I have no reason to travel to 2010. The future may still lead to World War III. It may lead to a dystopia ruled by CERN. Someone's warm hand grasped mine. Tightly, tightly. But now, there's hope for the future again. I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe. But my pain feels distant now. Don't you die on us, Oki! Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate. So I'll say it now. The warmth of her hand slowly fades away. Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live. And in 7 years, let's meet again, okay? See you then, Suzuha. It's time to go home. Mayuri and Daru are waiting. And with them, a future that has yet to be written. A bright one, I hope?
What? Come on! Don't leave it like that!
Oh, come on! That's just cruel right there. You know, I'm kind of surprised that even though they said the lights were rainbow colored, they're nothing but orange. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, just the thing. Come on, there has to be more to this. I'm gonna wait for this crap to play out. You know, crap, the ending credits where everybody who made this wonderful piece of work put all their names and such. I'm kidding, of course. I won't accept it, man. I won't accept Okurin dying. I mean, I want everybody else to live, but come on, he deserves it too. They all deserve life. I also need to see frickin' Nakabachi get his one up. Bobo, please don't smash my chips. While all this drama's going on, she's over there crinkling my chip bag. There has to be something after these credits. However, if there is anything after the credits, it's going to have to wait for another episode. Now let's just see first. That's a lot of credits. Alright, finally, here we go. Do not leave me hanging, game. Come on. Show me something. Come on. It's been a month since then. Woo! We lived! Alright, so we're going to end it for today's episode. But thoughts and opinions. Okay, so I'm assuming just one more after all this. And everything, because it's hopefully just going to be a quick little after credit thing. Which I don't have too much time for today, but... you know, hopefully you'll be all good and fine. Let's see. Well, I do kind of... I like how that went. Everything, because, I mean, I was thinking, let's just shove her in a time machine and take her, you know, out of the equation entirely, but I guess she would have died before we reached the time machine kind of thing, but... like, that one really shows how far, you know, he was willing to go for Kurisu, and I guess that one makes it more like, you know, a proper, true love situation there, I think. Because... I mean, with, you know, Mayuri and everything, he was willing to get shot and injured, but, and, you know, Ferris beat up, but, you know, this was the only one he was really willing to risk dying for. And everything. He could sacrifice everyone else's hopes and dreams across all the other world lines, but this was the one that he was really going to give literally everything for. All their hopes and dreams and his own very life, you know. And so that's the true love right there. And so, but it had to have worked. No, that I don't think we'd be seeing a happy blue sky if it didn't. But I mean, he's so sure that he's not going to see, you know, Kurisu again. Bullshit. We don't work this hard for her not to just come back around. And stuff. I bet you my ass that she is out there looking for him after all that he did to, you know, protect her in that moment and stuff. She might have not realized that, you know, we were protecting her, but she definitely, I mean, she probably figured it out. She's a girl genius, but, you know, her interest had to have been piqued. She will be looking for us. I know it. Oh, I freaking know it. But we'll see how that all turns out in the next episode. So, until then, like and subscribe if you want to, and thank you for watching.